updates out of the Fetch and SingularityNET ecosystem, as well as the newest news about ASI and all of AI, everything interesting that's going on. Let's talk about it. Welcome, everybody. Already 5 people watching. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Hi there, Judy. I've already seen you. Great that you're here. And hi there. I am going to butcher your name, but I'm going to try it anyway. Sarvantariami. Sarvantariami. Is that right? Hi there. Namaste, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. How are you all doing today? I have to say we have a little bit of a slower news week, so the things we are going to look at today, there are a few, but not as many as usually. But yeah, let's jump right into them. And as you know, any questions about the ASI Alliance, about the token merger, about anything that's going on there, let me know on the chat and I will get to them immediately. So first of all, let's jump into this here. And there was yesterday or two days ago or yesterday, there was a space with Humayun Sheikh about the ASI Alliance, about the merger and everything. Unfortunately, you cannot listen to it anymore. For some reason, maybe I'm just dumb and I don't know how, but usually you can listen to old spaces. For some reason, you cannot listen to this one. So I only can show you this and not listen to a few clips from Humayun, which I would have liked to. But, well, we'll make it work. So he said that, and we'll go through a post of the ASI Alliance in just a moment as well. But Humayun basically said that the merger is more or less quote-unquote complete now. You can merge all your tokens to the FET token. The exchanges already have merged all the tokens to the FET token. And the FET token, the token with the ticker FET, is the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance token. Right? Just right now, they are not going to change the ticker. The ticker will remain FET and not ASI for now. That is because of many different contracts and third-party things that there are and that are, well, very complicated to figure out that fast. So the ticker will remain FET for a while, but the new token, the ASI token, is the FET token. So that's basically what he said on that space. And let's jump into the text post from the ASI Alliance and read through this here as well. So, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance token merger phase 1 complete. Begins integration phase. We are excited to announce that the core token merger process phase 1 is now complete. SingularityNET Fetch AI, I wonder why it did not. Right, that's better. SingularityNET, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol are now consolidated under a single token, the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance token, FET, as you can see here. So again, the ticker for now remains FET and is not going to change into ASI for now. We are now positioned to focus on advancing toward beneficial artificial general intelligence, AGI, and beyond. Over the next few weeks, we will introduce cross-chain bridges and migration solutions to facilitate the transition for our remaining holders on blockchains like Cardano and BNB chain. And I've already shown you the Singularity DAO platform. Maybe I'll find it here as well, and we can look at that in just a second. But yeah, for now you can migrate everything that is on Ethereum, so your AGIX tokens and your Ocean token into the FET token, which is the ASI token with the ticker FET. And the other change will also be able to be migrated from in the coming weeks. Following this final step of phase 2, that of updating the ticker from, following this, the final step of phase 2 is updating the ticker from FET to ASI, which will be carried out in due time once alignment to all needed third parties has been achieved. So again, as I said, right now the ticker change would disrupt trading a lot. There are contracts and deals with exchanges that are They need to be taken into account. So for now, there is no ticker change into the ASI ticker, but don't worry, the ticker, the fat ticker is the ASI token. So if we, well, first of all, let's finish this here. Unveiling in the coming months more of our ongoing work integrating SingularityNET, Fetch AI, and Ocean software tools toward practical commercial AI functions, building in the direction of decentralized AGI and ASI. So over the coming months, we'll see how all of this will get integrated more and more, which I am most excited about. Seeing how the Ocean ecosystem gets integrated with the Fed ecosystem, gets integrated with the AGIX ecosystem. Probably what we are all most excited about. Now, if we go over here to CoinGecko, just to show you that for a second here, if we type in ASI, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, we actually don't find it. So let's type in artificial, there we go. Artificial Superintelligence Alliance is the token with the ticker FET for now. So yeah, this is the FET token. We can see we have the market cap of 3.1 billion, max plays out. And if we go into the overview, we can see that the ASI token is currently on place 32. Right here on place 32, we have the ASI token of the overall crypto market cap. And if we go over to the Singularity DAO dApp, which I definitely want to show you as well, is when you go here to the Singularity DAO dApp. So this is singularitydao.ai/migrate-ASI. I'll put it in the chat and I'll. Hi there, Carlo. Great to see you. Great to see you here. And anything SkyTalk, when merger, the merger is right now. The merger is right now. The merger has basically happened. We have the ASI token with the FET ticker, which is exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to merge your tokens, I just pasted the link in the chat. You can go over here to the Singularity DAO dApp, and then here you can select the Ethereum network. In the coming weeks, you will also be able to select the Binance network and the Cardano network, and then you can select here your token, AGIX Ocean, and you can merge it into the FET token, which is the ASI token. So that means when we have the token on the FET chain, so which is Cosmos, you don't need to do anything anyway, because that will just naturally at one point turn into ASI. When we look at all the other chains, when you now merge your token into the FET, which is ASI token, then you will likely not, or maybe you will. I'm not 100% sure here. If you will at one point need to migrate that again into the ASI ticker, but I don't believe so. I believe right now you really just need to merge your tokens into FET, and that's it. And at one point the ticker will be rebranded to ASI. But this is, I believe, all you have to do. So you go over here and you merge your AGIX and your Ocean to the FET token. And the FET token is basically the ASI token, just with the ticker FET. And at one point, the ticker will change into ASI. But this is the thing that takes a little bit of more time because of contracts with exchanges, different deals with exchanges, and all this kind of things. But yeah, the merger has basically happened, and you can merge your tokens right now and for the coming years. All right. Any more questions about that? Please let me know in the comments or in the chat. And I was sick the last week. I don't know if you still hear it in my voice, but I believe I still hear it in my voice. I don't know if you still hear it in my voice, but I have been sick the last week. I actually have been sick from Thursday, so after our last session, till yesterday, so just before this session. So right in between our lives, I have been sick. All right. Always love to see your videos. Most welcome. I love to hear that. Savantariami. I so hope that I pronounce your name at least slightly right. Hi, you as well. I did all my tokens into Binance. What they do now? Nothing. In Binance, it already has merged. So in Binance, you already have the FET token. So the merger in Binance has happened. There's nothing you have to do. It already has happened. You have the FET token, which is the ASI token, just with the ticker FET. I hope you did not send your tokens to Binance before or after the 1st of July, because then you probably you need to get your tokens off, because the AGIX token and the Ocean token are retired. I believe, maybe not yet on every exchange, but I believe on most exchanges these two tokens are retired now. So don't send these tokens to exchanges anymore. If you want to send anything to an exchange, you go here, you swap your tokens into FET, and then you set FET to exchange, which is the ASI token. Okay, but the other tokens, don't send them to an exchange, or you will lose them, or you risk losing them. All right. I hope that is clear and makes sense to all of you. Now let's look at this, and I always love these posts. And this now is not all AI cryptos, but this is how much social activity is in all of crypto tokens. And as you can see here, FET is in the top 10. It is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So by social activity, our ASI Alliance FET is on place 8 of all of crypto, which is pretty cool to think about, especially when we look at CoinGecko. All the other tokens are a lot higher than the FET token, so that also makes me incredibly bullish on the future of the FET token, which obviously is the ASI token. Okay. Now another cool thing, I haven't used it yet because I don't really use crypto on my mobile device. I just use crypto on my laptop. I don't like it to use it on mobile, but maybe I will, because FetchAI just released their new mobile wallet for Android and Apple. So let's just watch this quick promo video of 11 seconds here. As you can see also right on top, Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance token with the ticker FET. Right, it is a token, it just for now has the ticker FET. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the whole story. Yes, they launched the mobile wallet, and I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty great. Let's go over, let's use the mobile wallet to support FET. If you're using crypto on mobile, definitely get the FET mobile wallet. Alrighty. And then in other news, SingularityNET has another partnership after partnership after partnership after partnership. This time, Immortal Studios launches groundbreaking AI story engine in collaboration with SingularityNET. So what is this? This is basically Immortal Studios is an independent pop culture content studio renowned for its modern interconnection wuxia, which is martial arts fantasy storyverse. So martial arts fantasy sounds pretty cool to me. I'll probably look into that. And they announced its collaboration with leading artificial general intelligence AGI company SingularityNET to launch a revolutionary AI story engine. So they basically plan to, first of all, translate all the works into English, and then with all the works of Immortal Studios and the wuxia content, feed that into an LLM, and then you can create your own stories out of there, and they build a story engine out of that. So you get a little bit media coverage, things that, you know, people who just want to play around with stuff can use. I really like that, because it's a model that people can use, that people can play around with, and people love to play around with new models. So this is pretty cool, and for it also is ethical. right? They ensure there's the right compensation. They're empowering the creators, organic AI integration, and legal and ethical considerations are taken into account. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish on that, and I'll definitely look into that once it fully launches a bit more. Yes, you can already see, again, it was a very, very slow week when it comes to stories. Another cool story is here, this one. Hypercycle basically launches its closed alpha. So pre-register for Hypercycle's closed alpha. This is a unique opportunity for developers to run a Hypercycle node on their own hardware and contribute to the evolution of our platform. So if you are a developer, definitely get into the Hypercycle closed alpha. I am not definitely not a developer, so there's probably nothing for me to do there. But if you are a developer, jump into the Hypercycle closed alpha. And I love that because this is another step of what we all want here, right? What we all want is ultimately the integration of Ocean Protocol, of Fetch AI, of SingularityNET all together with NuNet and Hypercycle nodes. And when we get this integration, we are so close to a working, freaking amazing AI model. Maybe even on the brink of an AGI model. So I'm really looking forward to the development of Hypercycle, and I'm really excited that they are now jumping into the closed alpha, and I'm looking forward to more. All right. Good. Another story here is this one. So future trends of human AI collaboration, as they're talking about basically different intelligences, forms of intelligences. Yeah, I believe you would forms of intelligences, right? Are the right words that I'm using? I hope they are. So the concept of multiple intelligences in AI. By integrating these diverse intelligences into AI, we will be able to create more versatile and adaptive systems. So you can imagine an AI system having physical intelligence, which would be AI systems equipped with physical intelligence can manage physical tasks with efficiency, such as robotics in manufacturing. Right? So a robot definitely need to be physically intelligent, right? And so especially when we look at robot, one of the most and biggest hurdles are fingers. And some companies have already amazing fingers. Man, if you look at the Tesla model, the fingers are freaking groundbreaking, you might say. If you see the Tesla model handling, what was it, an egg, and applying the right pressure for different things. For us as humans, this is incredibly simple, and we think, why are fingers hard? But fingers are incredibly complex. There's a lot of moving parts, and especially when it comes to picking up things, imagine picking up delicate things. Applying the right amount of pressure is not that easy for a machine. Of course, for us, it's easy because we have been doing this all our lives. Our hands take up a lot of our real estate, right? So of course we can do that, but it's actually very complicated. So yes, machines and developing AI needs physical intelligence. Furthermore, they of course need intellectual intelligence, which is basically the IQ. AI with high IQ can handle complex logical and analytical tasks. Then it would also be great if they would have emotional and social intelligence. So AI is to understand and manage emotions, while social intelligence allows for effective communication and collaboration with humans and other AI systems. And also creative and innovative intelligence, which allows them to generate new ideas and solutions akin to human creativity, right? Creativity, creatively thinking about a problem is not that easy, and many LLMs cannot do that. Many LLMs don't, or most LLMs basically every LLMs don't really have this type of creative thinking. They have creative thinking in the sense that they can look at their database and see what is already there and then use that, but they cannot creatively come up with something unique that has not been there before, that is not in their database. Then also very important here, moral and ethical intelligence, which needs to be aligned at decisions, which aligns their decisions with ethical principles that we humans have. Of course, very important if we want an ethical aligned AI. Dr. Ben Goertzel notes that most likely the path to full human level AGI, HLAGI, this is something that I think personally is a little bit annoying, that we come up with more and more terms, right? More and more terms for basically the same thing. So it's a little bit annoying that we do that, but yeah, whatever. So HLAGI, full human level AGI, will involve progressively generalizing narrow AGI systems and connecting multiple narrow AGIs to synergize their capabilities, which is, by the way, exactly what OpenCog Hyperon is doing, right? If you know, and you know this, if you watch my channel, at any point in time, OpenCog Hyperon basically has that distributed atom space in the middle, in the center, and then around there, we have different approaches to AGI, and they are all connected together and then can cross-communicate with one another. This is OpenCog Hyperon. AI's ability to analyze vast amounts of data and recognize patterns has already revolutionized decision-making in a variety of different industries. And now he mentions examples. AI's predictive analytics can forecast market trends, allowing investors to make data-driven decisions that minimize risk and maximize returns. Makes me think of Predictor. You guys enjoyed my Predictor video that I put out, or my Ocean video. I think Ocean Protocol is probably not the most popular of the three. I would highly appreciate, and just a little bit advertisement for myself here, I would highly appreciate if you could go over to my channel and check out the Ocean video, the Ocean Protocol ecosystem video that I've made. All right, and then give it a like, give it a thumbs up. I'd highly appreciate that. But moving on further. Yeah, the ability of AIs to assess risk by identifying potential issues before they escalate is also transforming risk management in, for example, logistics. And then also demand for more no, I skipped. No, I did not skip. So yeah, another field that becomes more and more important is more demand for more personalized experiences in everything, right? With everything you do, or with everything we do, we want more personalized experiences. And AI enables businesses to deliver such personalized experiences by analyzing user data to understand individual behaviors, preferences, and needs. Right, an easy example for a personalized experience is the YouTube recommendation algorithm. Right, the YouTube algorithm tries to give you a personalized experience by guessing what would be the most likely videos that you would want to watch. And this is why you always only see my videos on your YouTube homepage, because the YouTube algorithm thinks you only want to watch my videos, which I know you probably do, but sometimes you maybe also want to watch a different video. But I appreciate that only my videos are on your homepage. I'm very happy for that. So yeah, you want to personalize, for example, learning environments. This is huge, by the way. And I think people don't realize how huge this is. We all learn individually very, very, very different, right? First of all, there are huge differences when it comes to gender. And you can scream whatever you want, but men and women are just different. Obviously, they are not, they don't have different value, but they are just different overall, right? And this is just an evolutionary biological fact. And there are huge learning differences when it comes to gender. Of course, this is all generally, and there are huge individual differences when it comes to different people. So personalizing learning experiences and also education overall could be a true game changer for all of humanity. For all of humanity. Yeah, I don't think most people realize how big of a deal this can be. And then, of course, in healthcare, personalized treatment plans, and I think we all know this. we all have an issue, and then maybe we Google that issue, or maybe these days we ask the AI, and then we find forums where people talk about the issue, and we always think, yeah, mine is similar, but it's not quite that. Yeah, mine is similar, but it's not exactly like that, right? So yeah, personalized healthcare, also for many doctors, and I don't know, maybe you have better experiences than I do, but many doctors have basically, oh yes, it's this pattern, so it's likely this sickness, so I just have my, prescriptions that I give everybody, or the usual treatment that I give everybody with these symptoms. And AI could really help to personalize this much more, and overall lead to more effective and efficient care. And then also AI-powered security systems provide real-time monitoring and threat detections, and for example, also traffic management systems use AI to reduce congestions. Our focus should be on developing AI systems that complement and augment human abilities, ensuring they are ethical, adaptable, and capable of continuous learning and improvement. This holistic approach will pave the way for a future where humans and AI work together seamlessly to address the complex challenges of our time. And this is basically the main thing that we all want, right? That humans and AI can work together seamlessly with one another. That AI systems is something that empowers all of us to do our work more efficient, or to do more of what we love, to express ourselves more. And now let me have a look into the chat. I'm hoping someday ASI to reach $1 trillion market cap. Well, my friend, $1 trillion market cap one day. Let's have a look at CoinGecko right over here. And let's look at market caps. Right on top we have what? Oh yes, we have Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has a $1.3 trillion market cap. And obviously Bitcoin is the biggest cryptocurrency, and after Bitcoin a long time there's nothing. What's the next thing? The next thing is Ethereum with 400 million. So it's not even $500 billion, and it's by far not half of Bitcoin. It's not even a third of Bitcoin. And then again, and these two are basically their own category. Like Bitcoin is its own category because it's so far beyond everything else. And then Ethereum is also its own category because it's still a lot behind Bitcoin, but still so far beyond everything that follows after. Because after that we have, well, Tether doesn't really count because it's Tether, right? We have BNB with 90 billion. So there's a long way to go to $1 trillion from BNB. And where do we have the ASI Alliance? Well, we have it all the way down here with 3.2 billion, right? So let's get to 10 billion first, shall we? Let's get to 10 billion first. Of course, I would absolutely love the ASI token to reach $1 trillion market cap. But we also want to appreciate just how much money that is. It's really, really a lot of money. Now the AI market is huge. There can be a lot of money that comes pouring in. There can be a lot of money that comes pouring in from crypto, and there cannot just be a lot of money that comes pouring in from crypto, but also when and if the ASI Alliance puts out a working model, puts out Hyperon as a working model that is as good or even better as ChatGPT, then there's also huge potential for just AI people's money to pour in. And this could really accelerate the growth like crazy. Do I think they can reach $1 trillion at one point? Yeah, I think so. I think that ASI, and this sounds maybe ridiculous, but I think if they can really put out a working AI model, or even a working AI model that is as good or even better than ChatGPT, or if they can even manage to put out an AGI model, then yes, I think they could have the potential to reach $1 trillion market cap. Will it be tomorrow? Or definitely not. Or definitely not. Also, when they put out the model, the money needs to come in. So at one point, yes, I see for the ASI Alliance, I see the biggest potential for all of crypto. So yes, I can see it happening, but for now, let's reach for 10 billion first, and then let's reach for 100 billion first, okay? Because not even BNB has 100 billion, and BNB is basically the third biggest crypto. So yes, I see the potential. I see the potential for sure. But let's not get overly excited. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Step by step. And yeah, maybe it will go faster than we can anticipate. I hope. Okay. Could LLMs have the ability to know when they are dealing with a child versus an adult? Probably. I think that's not too hard to program into an LLM, to be honest, or because you don't need to change much in the code. I'm not a coder, obviously, but you need to think about LLMs are trained on billions and billions and billions and trillions of parameters. And within these parameters, it's probably very easy to annotate or distinguish between children's texts and adult texts. So when an LLM already has a pre-training of billions of differentiation points between children's texts and adult texts, it's probably not too hard to train an LLM to distinguish between a child writing to an LLM or an adult writing to that LLM. That's probably doable, because all the LLM needs to do is to cross-reference or back-reference, right? It just needs to look at the text that the child writes, reference back to its own database, and see, oh yes, this has similar patterns as the children's texts that are already programmed into me, so therefore probably a child is writing to me. That probably should not be too complicated to do. So yeah, I would say this is definitely possible. But I'm not a programmer or coder. This is just from my limited understanding. It doesn't sound too hard to do. What if I have my FAT on Coinbase and I knew that Coinbase did not support the change? What should I do? Thanks. I don't know. I don't know what you should do, because I don't know what your plans are, what your goals are, and what your plans and your goals are. So I cannot tell you what to do. Let's say, for example, imaginary person X has the goal of just holding their coins till the top of the bull run and then sell them. And I would expect the top of the bull run to be probably in a year from now. So what imaginary person X who just want to hold their coins can do now are two options. Option one, keep holding it on Coinbase. If you are fine with holding it on an exchange, keep holding it on Coinbase till the top of the bull run. Option two, send it to your wallet to the top of the bull run. These are the two options that imaginary person X has if their goal is to hold their tokens till the top of the bull run. But yeah, since I don't know your goals or what you would want to do, I unfortunately cannot tell you what to do with your tokens and coins anyway. So yeah. We are partially at the mercy of decentralized compute. DePIN is a huge requirement, right? At the mercy, I wouldn't say, because decentralized compute is a huge opportunity. And if you look at what SingularityNET and Fed are pushing forward, it's really massive. if you look at how much compute they are accumulating. I talked about this on my last live, I believe, but SingularityNET and Fetch AI are building and buying a lot of compute right now. I forgot the story today. I wanted to pull the story up as well, but they are building a huge, like, they are partnered with a lot of companies, and they are buying compute from them. They are building their own server farms. They are building their own supercomputers. Also, they are building these server farms all around the world as central hubs, basically, so that they have globally distributed compute, decentralized compute. So it cannot be controlled in one single country. But yeah, it's basically, it belongs to them. They buy it, right? SingularityNET just put, I think, 56 million into the ASI Alliance compute pool, basically. And for all of that they are accumulating more and more compute. So they have their own server farms, they have their own supercomputers which are being built, they have their own compute, which is also decentralized, and we have also the amazing opportunity and possibility to additionally, right, we are not just reliant on it, but it is an amazing addition to additionally tap into the compute of every single human being on the planet once NuNet runs. And I'm extremely excited about NuNet, because once NuNet runs, you can probably up there download the NuNet app on your phone, on your device, on your laptop, or on your personal computer, on whatever you have, and then you can just run it on the background. And like this, you will basically passively rent out the compute that you don't need to the ASI Alliance and simultaneously gain NuNet tokens. So you simultaneously even gain money for that. So I'm very excited for NuNet to roll out, and I see this as a huge opportunity to tap into the biggest compute resource on the entire planet. And also what they are saying is, if you look at the biggest compute network in the entire world, what is it? What is the biggest compute network in the world? Well, it's Bitcoin. It is Bitcoin. How did Bitcoin become the biggest compute network in the world? By incentivizing people with tokens, right? You give people tokens, they build more and more compute. That's exactly what NuNet is doing. You give people tokens if they rent out your compute. So yes, there are multiple approaches, right? It's not just one-dimensionary. We are not just in a single dimension like all the big tech companies. And this is also the beautiful thing which happens when many companies all come together and form this. We have a multi-dimensionary approach. So we have supercomputers that we own, that we build. We have compute and server farms. When I say we, I mean the ASI Alliance, obviously. We have multiple server farms that we build. We have server farms that are already running where we can rent compute from, and we have the huge potential of tapping into the untapped compute of every single human being on the planet. So no, we are not just dependent on the decentralized compute, but we can use it as a huge opportunity to have even more compute than, well, basically anyone else. I want to keep the coins. Yes, then you can just keep them on Coinbase if you want, because Coinbase will just continue with the coins on there like just before. If at one point they should change that, they will let you know, but I don't think they will. So you can just keep your coins on Coinbase. Or if you don't like to keep them on exchanges, you can just send them to your wallet. For now, for all intents and purposes, the Fed token is the ASI token. Right? Just the ticker did not change yet, because the ticker changed. There are a lot of, as I said in the beginning, there are a lot of different contracts that need to be kept, deals with exchanges, stuff like that. So the ticker change will come at one point down the way. But the Fed token is the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance token, right? So you can just right now also just keep that on Coinbase, or you can send it to your wallet if you want to. Yes, this is being developed, but we need the hypercycle and NuNet to roll out, bring product to the market. Yes, I just talked about the hypercycle closed alpha now. But yeah, also for hypercycle, you don't need Hypercycle is just allowing the AI basically to run on the blockchain, but we don't need it in the beginning. Hypercycle is just what is enabling me to have a query, and that query gets processed on the blockchain, which is Hypercycle. Because if millions of people are typing in something and want an answer, traditional blockchains, Ethereum, Cardano, are too slow for that. And this is what we need Hypercycle for, so that millions of different queries, millions of people who typing something into the AI get an answer right away, and this all runs internally on a blockchain. This is what we need Hypercycle for. NuNet is also pushing forward hugely, so they're all working hard and pushing all of this out, right? Don't get ahead of yourself, my friend. Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm also very, very excited, but it's rolling out. They're making large strides. There are new announcements every week, given this week was a little bit of a slower week. But yeah, it's coming closer and closer. And right now, especially the FET, SingularityNET, and Ocean integration is probably right around the corner. I have bought FET 4 months ago on Coinbase. I hear that Coinbase will not support the merger of the 3 coins on their platform. Do I have to do anything with my FET or just... I'm not entirely sure. Do you speak English, or is my accent so strong, or is English not your native language, or because I have said this for, I think, quite a couple of times now. Yes, you can just keep your tokens on Coinbase. Nothing will happen. You can just hold your tokens and keep them on Coinbase, or if you don't want them on an exchange, send them to your wallet. But you can just keep them on Coinbase. When it comes to the not supporting the merger, all they are saying is that they did not and will not convert your AGIX token and your Ocean token into the FET token. Coinbase does not do this and has not done this. They will not convert your Ocean token and your AGIX token into the FET token. That's all they are saying. Aside from that, the FET token remains the FET token, which is the ASI token. So yes, you can just keep it on Coinbase. So if the ticker changes, I hear that Coinbase will not support the change from FET to ASI. Thank you for your help. Yeah, if that happens, they will let you know. If that happens, they will let you know. But even if the ticker doesn't change on Coinbase, it's still the FET token, right? And the ASI is still the same token. Even if Coinbase still has the ticker FET, F-E-T, and not the new ticker ASI, it is still the same token. It will still have the same value. Nothing else will change. It is still the same token, just that on Coinbase, it has a different ticker, but it is still the ASI token. And you can still send it to your wallet, to a different exchange, or just trade with it on Coinbase like you want to do. Like it pleases you. All right. I hope that answers your question now. Okay. But yeah, questions, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'm very glad about all of the questions, because I really just have most welcome, my friend, most welcome. Because I really just have one more story to go into here. And then that's it for today. Like I said, a very slow news day, not a lot of things, which is this one here. So Elon Musk announces most powerful AI training cluster in the world. And he basically, maybe you've already read it, Musk further detailed that the cluster consists of 100,000 liquid-cooled H100 graphics processing units, the chips offered by NVIDIA. Now, I believe H100 are the most powerful that NVIDIA currently has. Not entirely sure. Let me know if you know more than I do. But I believe these are the most powerful. And 100,000 of these, that's quite a big deal. That's quite a lot. Musk also noted that the cluster is operating on a single RDMA fabric, a remote direct memory access fabric, which Cisco helpfully notes as a way to provide more efficient and lower latency data transfer between compute nodes without burdening central processing unit. So yeah, basically it will, in layman's terms, I believe what they are saying is it will be all on the same platform. It will be all built on the same platform, which means it can communicate amongst one another much, much faster. That's basically what they are saying. Musk posted in a reply that the company is aiming to train the world's most powerful AI by every metric, and to do so by December this year, which is crazy. But yeah, Musk is notorious for publicly putting forth and then missing deadlines on many projects. So I wouldn't give too much about December anyway, but we'll see. It's definitely a huge statement, but then also this is a huge, huge server farm that he's going to build there. So let's see what happens. What about render? What about it? What about AJAX and fetch on Ledger? What about AJAX and fetch on Ledger? You know, when you just ask what about, I'm not entirely sure what you're asking or what I am supposed to answer now. Let me make a guess. Render. I don't really care much for render. I don't have a huge interest in render. Maybe I can make a video about it at one point. But yeah, I don't. I'm not that interested in render. When will I be able to convert them to ASI? Oh, so yeah, the AJAX token you can already convert to the FET token if you go to the Singularity DAO dApp. Phase 2. So again, for now, and this is maybe you want to scroll back to the beginning of the video. There I talk about this. This is also what Humayan said on the space on X. The FET token, the ticker with the token with the ticker FET is the ASI token. It just will keep the FET ticker for now, but it is the ASI token. The merger has happened, right? The merger of all the tokens into FET has happened. The FET token is the ASI token. The ticker change will happen at a later date. The changes from the Cardano chain and from the Binance chain will also happen at a later date. The ticker change, because there are contracts with exchanges, deals with exchanges, and futures and all this kind of stuff, takes a little bit more time. But the FET token equals the ASI token. FET equals ASI. So if you change your tokens to FET, if you change your AJAX token or your Ocean token to FET, you own the ASI token. This is it. This is the token. Okay? So ASI equals FET. It's the same. If you own the token with the ticker FET, you own the ASI token. This is it. All right. I hope I made this clear now. And this is what Humayan stated in the recent space they did yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. Yeah, and if you have it on your ledger, now I'm not fully sure how that works on ledger. Let us go over to the dApp for a second. Let's take another look at it. So if you go over to the dApp here, and then you click on connect up here, you can set up your wallet here if you click on there, on set up your wallet, or you can also use Wallet Connect. I am not entirely sure if you can use your ledger with that, but I would give it a try. I would say there is a chance you can connect your ledger via this Wallet Connect feature or via the set up your wallet box over here. If that's not possible, then unfortunately you will have to send your tokens from your cold storage ledger wallet to a hot wallet, like any wallet. It doesn't have to be a wallet that is up here, because a hot wallet you can for sure connect via this Wallet Connect button, any hot wallet. Okay, but try to connect your ledger via this Wallet Connect. I think it could work, but I don't know. But this is what I would try. Other than that, you maybe have to send it to a hot wallet, and then you can use the dApp here and swap your tokens into the FET token, which is the ASI token. Right, I hope that makes sense. 25 July, we thought we will have update on fetch from CEO on phase 2. Can you explain if there's any? Yes, I believe I explained this now quite a few times. Sarangaru, they will complete for sure, small delay. Yes, so again, the only delay is the ticker change. Everything else is fine, right? If you swap your tokens, if you are an owner of the token with the ticker FET, you have the ASI token. At one point, there will be a ticker change from FET to, think about it like this. Polygon has the ticker MADIC, right? And right now, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance has the ticker FET. That's basically how it looks like. And at one point, this ticker will change into ASI. Just not yet. In the end, what will entice the mass adoption, centralized or decentralized AGI? In the end, mass adoption or mass usage, the product that works best and makes lives most convenient, right? This is why ChatGPT has the most users. Of course, because it was first, and because also it works best and has worked best over a longer period of time. If the ASI Alliance puts out a model that is an actual AGI, or better than ChatGPT, not just incrementally, but by a long shot, then this model will get a lot of user adoption. If it's also obviously easy to use. There will be update from SingularityNET site and spaces on 25th of July. Hi, super friend. Hi there back, super friend. All right. Thank you for all your questions. Do you have any other questions? Keep them coming. Man, thanks to all of your questions, we actually get the hour full. I was really worried with the stories I had for today because, again, there were not a lot. Yeah. But keep your questions coming. I'll jump into Bitcoin for your weekly Bitcoin analysis. All right, let's go out of here. Let's move into the monthly. Let's get rid of my Fibonacci here. Okay, so yeah, what happened last week when we met? Have we been down here, or did we already have the bullish candle, which I predicted and said that we will get a bullish candle for this last few weeks? Anyway, so basically the chronology of what happened is I said, yes, at one point we will go down here, we reached down here, we breached the stop losses, and then we got an immediate sharp rejection. We had a bearish candle here for quite a while, and I said, it will turn bullish, and it turned bullish, and it's now green and trading upwards. So this is basically what happened. Let me get rid of this here. Okay. So this is basically what happened. And right now, I remain pretty bullish. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty well. We did not freak out as crazy as I would have liked to see. I would have loved to see it last week. Yeah, don't expect much of this week. But if you can see here, we had two very, very bullish weeks here. Huge. Actually, let's go from the wick down here. From the wick all the way up here. 25 freaking %. That's freaking insane. Can you imagine going into a 20? My God, this is, yeah, a freaking insane. 25% trade is amazing. I did not get a 25% trade. I got a quite good trade, but I also took profits along the way. And by now I'm fully out of my trade. As you can see here, this week has a chance to get bullish. If we go into the daily, when did the week start? Here the week started. So the week traded down first. And if you remember what I said last time, when we trade down first, we lightly expand bullish. Conversely, when we trade up first, we likely expand bearish. So yeah, if we get a huge run, I would expect it probably on Friday. Bitcoin tends to like to run on Fridays. Yeah. So one interesting thing that you maybe also want to pay attention to is when you're trading, or when you may be trading a weekly trade or something like that, what Bitcoin has been doing quite often is that Bitcoin very often makes the low of the week on Monday and the high of the week on Friday, or the low of the week sometimes on Tuesday as well. But Monday, Bitcoin really likes to make the low on Mondays. This week we made it on Tuesday, right? So yeah, and the high we'll likely make on Friday. So if you look at last week's low, obviously last week was very bullish, but also we had the low on Monday, and then we had last week's high. Actually, the weekend had a run, which is very rare, but the weekend had a run, so we actually had our high on Sunday. But if we go a few weeks back, we tend to see this relatively often, that we make here the low on Monday, and then we run. And here the weekend expands again. My God, this is crazy. But yeah, if you want to make a weekly trade, we relatively often have the low on Monday and then the high later the week. So yeah, here low on Monday again, and then we trade up pretty fast. Oh, here we had almost a high on Friday, and then we came back down. Good, but yeah, this is something that you can watch out for when you trade a weekly range. If we go again, so for the higher time frames, there's not much to tell you. For the higher time frames, all I can tell you is we remain very bullish. It looks pretty good. If at one point we should breach this low here, we will likely go down all the way here if we breach this low. If not, we'll probably continue to range out in here, go to the bottom, go to the top, and continue ranging out in here. Then if we go to the lower time frames, and by the way, last week's trades that I talked about played out like crazy. Where was it? Where did we meet? I believe it was. So here we have Tuesday, Wednesday. When was last Wednesday? Here was last Wednesday. So let's zoom into last Wednesday. Yeah. Last Wednesday, I talked about how we have equal lows down here and we have equal highs down here. And we are ranging out in the middle. At least I believe this is what I did. Or maybe the lows were down here. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's look just at these equal lows and equal highs. And when we range in the middle of something like that, what will happen is Bitcoin will run out the one and then come for the other. Why? Because up here we have traders trading a double top. So they are shorting a double top, which means their stop losses are right here. And then down here we have traders trading a double bottom, which means they will long a double bottom, which means their stop losses are right here. Who has right? Well, both of them or neither of them. What happens is that Bitcoin runs out the ones, runs out here the double bottoms, runs out their stop losses, and then runs out the stop losses of the double tops. So what am I doing? My trades are looking like this. I mark out these green boxes, which is my liquidity, and then I wait. And I wait until Bitcoin runs for one. And when Bitcoin runs for one, I go into my trade and wait till it runs for the other. This is how I do it. So this is how I long or short. I wait till it runs for one, and then I trade for the other. So it runs out the longs violently here. And as you can see, it creates more liquidity. It creates another top, double top here. It also has created a double top here, which we can drag out a little bit further. Here it created a double top. It already run out this double top. Now it created also a double bottom down here. So what am I doing right now? I'm waiting. I am waiting. What am I waiting for? I am waiting to see if Bitcoin runs out these or runs out these first. If Bitcoin runs out these first, I go short. If Bitcoin runs out these first, I go long. And this is just how I trade. Now, I like to trade longs a lot better, because with longs, I can more easy add to my trade. For example, when Bitcoin is not done running out and Bitcoin freaks out and also runs out this liquidity pool, I add to my trade. And Bitcoin goes down even further and runs out this liquidity pool, I add to my trade. When you play shorts, it's not that easy. You can do that to some degree, but be very, very careful with that. So yeah, this is a very, very sick looking double top. So I would like to see it run out this one up there. This one looks better. Yeah, but this is how I trade. And if any one of you is interested with talking with me further about trading or AI, crypto, all this kind of stuff, join my Discord. You can find the link down below in the description. I would love to have you there, talk with you, continue talking with you about all those kind of cool things. Yeah, let's hang out there. Looking forward to seeing you in my Discord. When render has changed from RC20 on ETH chain to render chain, any idea about conversion? No, sorry, I have no idea. Because again, I don't really care much for render. I don't know a lot about render, but let me actually write that down. I'll look into that. I will be able to tell you more about that on the next live stream. Okay, I will be able to tell you more about that on the next live stream next week. Maybe on my community wall. Have a look at my community wall, maybe on there as well. Yeah, but for now, I don't have a lot of interest in render, but I'll look into it. All right. How are you? I'm very well. How are you? How are you, my friend? Fed, coin, and AGI, what will happen? What rise trend? Bless you, super friend. Bless you well. Bless you as well, my guy. Bless you as well. All right, good. Any more questions? Let me know. Let me know in the chat right now. I'm waiting a couple of more seconds for any more questions, but still 7 people watching. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's the best and most amazing you can do to support me is hitting the like button. I highly, highly appreciate that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you next week. Don't worry, guys. We have the new coin, right? The new coin, the Fed ticker is the ASI coin. Don't worry. The merger has happened. It's ongoing. The ticker will change at one point, but we are well on our way. And yeah, really looking forward to the future of all of this connecting and bringing out the first working models. Great to hear that you are fine. Looking forward to, yeah, very happy to see you on my live today. Looking forward to seeing you on my next live as well. And if there are no more questions, then I hope you all have a great and amazing rest of your day. Enjoy your time, and I'll see all of you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.